Indeed. The Green Children segment was quite entertaining.
I must say, I didn't see that one coming.
Oh, it was a blast. I just love diving deep into the mysteries of the internet. Speaking of which, care to join me for lunch, Chalmers? I've got a delicious alepidea peduncularis in the oven.
The aroma is already tantalizing me, Skinner. I'd be delighted to join you.
The door swings open and Sonic, Shadow, Yugi, and Chief enter.
Hey, Skinner! Chalmers! Lunchtime!
Indeed, I could use a break from the chaos of the digital world.
What's for lunch, Mr. Skinner?
The alepidea peduncularis, a delicacy from the far reaches of the internet. The smell alone is enough to make one's mouth water.
Sounds amazing, Skinner. Ah, I'm starving.
In the middle of the conversation, two random characters suddenly burst into flames and disappear.
What the... Did someone just... combust?
This is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like it.
I can't believe it! I've never witnessed spontaneous human combustion before.
This is troubling. We should report this to the authorities.
Yes, we should. This is beyond anything I've ever experienced.
Indeed, this is a disturbing turn of events. We must get to the bottom of it.
The characters exit the room, discussing their next steps.
Skinner! What's wrong?
Then is everything all right, Mr. Skinner?
Did something happen to the food?
What's going on?
I don't even know. I've never had anything like this happen before. I'm gonna have to start from scratch.
Suddenly, Sonic and Chief burst into flames and disappear.
What the fuck is happening?
This can't be real. Is this some kind of nightmare?
I've never seen anything like this before. We must get out of here.
I've never witnessed spontaneous human combustion before.
This is.
See you.
We need to call the authorities. This is beyond anything I've ever experienced.
Then we must get to the bottom of this. We can't let this happen again.
The characters exit the room, discussing their next steps.
Blasted alepidea peduncularis. I just can't believe it's gone. Wait, what's that outside the window? Alepidea. That's just what I need to whip up a new dish. I'll climb out the window and grab some of that.
Skinner! Are you really gonna climb out the window?
That's dangerous. Skinner, you shouldn't risk it.
And what are you planning to make with Dudia?
Dudia. I've never heard of that before.
It's a delicacy from the far reaches of the internet. I'll call it Dudia Delight. I'll be right back.
Skinner climbs out the window.
Skinner, be careful. Don't do anything reckless.
Two random characters suffer from spontaneous human combustion.
What the... Did someone just... combust?
This is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like it.
I can't believe it. I've never witnessed spontaneous human combustion before.
This is troubling. Troubling. We should report this to the authorities.
Skinner returns with Dudia.
I got it. Now let's get to work and make this duty a delight.
We must be cautious, Skinner. We don't know what's going on.
Listen, what's this duty and delight you're making, Skinner?
Is it safe to eat, Skinner?
What is duty exactly?
We should be careful. Skinner, we don't want to risk anything else.
Don't worry. I'll make sure it's safe. Now, let's get cooking.
Ah, Skinner. What on earth are you doing climbing on the windowsill?
Oh, just reaching for something in the garden. You know, the usual.
In the garden. It's the middle of winter, Skinner. And, the windowsill? That doesn't seem like the most practical choice.
I just needed a moment's peace. Chalmers? I was making a steamed version of alepidea peduncularis, and the steam was getting a bit much.
Steam? That's not steam, Skinner. That's smoke.
The door swings open, and Sonic, Shadow, Yugi, and Chief enter.
Hey, Skinner! Chalmers! Lunchtime!
Indeed, I could use a break from the chaos of the digital world.
What's for lunch, Mr. Skinner?
I'm starving. What's cooking?
Alepidea peduncularis, steamed edition. The aroma alone is enough to make one's mouth water.
In the middle of the conversation, two random characters suffer from spontaneous human combustion.
What the? Hey there! Did someone just combust?
This is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like it.
I can't believe it. I've never witnessed spontaneous human combustion before.
Troubling. We should report this to the authorities.
This can't be real. Is this some kind of nightmare?
The remaining characters exit the room, discussing their next steps.
Skinner, this doesn't look like the alepidea peduncularis I'm familiar with. It looks more like...
Ah, but this is a regional dialect, Chalmers. It's called dudia in some parts.
I've never heard of it being called that, Skinner. I'm afraid I'm not convinced.
Wow, this looks delicious. Skinner!
Indeed, I'm looking forward to trying it.
What exactly is this dudia, Mr. Skinner?
I'm starving. Let's dig in.
Two random characters suffer from spontaneous human combustion.
What the? Hey! Did someone just combust?
This is unprecedented.
I've never seen anything like it.
I can't believe it. I've never witnessed spontaneous human combustion before.
This is troubling. We should report this to the authorities.
This can't be real. Is this some kind of nightmare?
The remaining characters exit the room, discussing their next steps.
Fire in the kitchen.
And oh no, it's just a laser beam.
A laser beam in the kitchen. How is that possible?
I was experimenting with some new technology. It's harmless, I assure you.
I'm not sure I believe you, Skinner.
May I see this laser beam for myself?
It's quite delicate, and I don't want to risk damaging it.
Wow, a laser beam. That's cool.
Indeed, but I must say I'm more concerned about the fire.
Then what's going on, Mr. Skinner?
I am starving. Let's get this show on the road.
Two random characters suffer from spontaneous human combustion.
What the? Did someone just combust?
This is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like it.
I can't believe it. I've never witnessed spontaneous human combustion before.
This is troubling. We should report this to the authorities.
This can't be real. Is this some kind of nightmare?
The remaining characters exit the room, discussing their next steps.
Well, that was quite the meal, Chalmers. I'm glad you enjoyed the alepidea peduncularis.
I'm afraid I can't say the same, Skinner.
It didn't taste like the alepidea peduncularis I'm familiar with.
Wow, that was delicious, Skinner. You're a great cook.
Indeed, it was quite tasty.
But I can't help but notice something strange.
Then what's going on, Mr. Skinner?
I'm stuffed. Thanks for the meal, Skinner.
Two random characters suffer from spontaneous human combustion.
What the? Did someone just combust?
This is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like it.
I can't believe it. I've never witnessed spontaneous human combustion before.
This is troubling. We should report this to the authorities.
This can't be real. Is this some kind of nightmare?
We need to call the authorities. This is beyond anything I've ever experienced.
I'm afraid I don't believe you, Skinner.
I am going home now.
Take care.
Goodbye, Chalmers. I'll explain everything to you later.
I doubt that, Skinner.
But I'll see you around.
Chalmers exits the scene.